It's trivia time here on Aftermath Digital. How are you, everybody? My name is Nug Kevin, and it is trivia time. Our contestants for today, as always, Jimmy Corderas, Kevin Mickey, and Anthony Corelli. What's up, guys? Are you excited for trivia?
I get anxiety.
There should be anxiety today. I thought celebrating the announcement of the Capital Wrestling Center for NXT, I'd go with trivia about the Capital Wrestling Capital Wrestling Corporation, which was the precursor to the WWF, which became the WWF, which became WWE. So we're talking some really old wrestling, and thank goodness this is multiple choice. Get ready for a tiebreaker for all of you with no points.
At least there's a chance I was alive back then, but anyway.
This is very possible. Here we go, guys. Question 1. Which of these wrestlers did not work in the Capital Wrestling Corporation? Did not work in the Capital Wrestling Corporation. Was it A, Bruno Sammartino, B, Whipper Billy Watson, C, Sweet Daddy Siki, or D, Ivan Koloff? One of these wrestlers did not work in the Capital Wrestling Corporation. Lots of thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, the answers are locked in. And show your answers, please. Ivan Koloff. All of you chose Ivan Koloff, and you're all wrong. 0 points around the board.
Sweet Daddy?
Sweet Daddy? Whipper Billy Watson did not work for the Capital Wrestling Corporation, but Sweet Daddy Siki did.
Wow.
Canada's own Sweet Daddy Siki. We do love him so much. Ladies and gentlemen, question 2 on the way. Right now, 3-way tie for first place with 0 points. Moving on to question 2. The WWF had an international heavyweight championship, and it existed from 1948 to 1963 and then came back from 82 to 85. It was originally created as a title for the Capital Wrestling Corporation. After being defended in Japan and countries all over the world, it was deactivated in 1985. That was the end of the International Heavyweight Championship. Which of these wrestlers was the last North American holder of the International Heavyweight Championship? Was it A, Tony Parisi? Was it B, Antonio Rocca? Was it C, Gino Brito? Or was it D, Art Thomas? Answers again: A, Tony Parisi, B, Antonio Rocca, C, Gino Brito, or D, Art Thomas. The last North American champion holding the International Championship. It went to Japan, and a bunch of Japanese wrestlers held it until it was discontinued in 1985. Answers, please.
Antonio
Rocca. Santino Marella, E. That's a very good answer. Gino Brito is correct, Jimmy.
Ooh.
1 point.
Wow.
Jimmy takes the lead.
Wow.
Wait, it wasn't Santino?
It was not Santino Marella. It was not Santino Marella.
Did you know Art Thomas was a sailor?
Did you know that Art Thomas was a sailor?
Was he a sailor, Art Thomas?
That's
everybody
how
knows that.
Tugboat got the idea from Art Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, question 3. Did you know that the CWC had tag teams? And a lot of them were brothers. Which of these teams of brothers were in the Capital Wrestling Corporation? A, Jackie and Don Fargo. B, Ben and Dan Miller. C, Red and Lou Bastine. D, George and Sandy Scott. Which of these teams of brothers were in the Capital Wrestling Corporation? Jackie and Don Fargo, Ben and Dan Miller, Red and Lou Bastine, or George and Sandy Scott? You can't just know about 1990s wrestling, guys. You gotta go a little back a little further. Do your history, do your homework.
It's hard.
It is hard.
There's stuff that happened before the Attitude Era.
I don't believe it.
Here we go. Which team of brothers were in the CWC? You say the Bastines, George and Sandy. The answer is the Bastine brothers.
Yeah.
Anthony gets a point, and Jimmy. So we've got 2 points for Jimmy, 1 for Anthony. Kevin, 0. Still a chance.
Yeah, let me take a look there. Yeah, 0.
Still a chance. There's still a chance.
It's the big leagues, Kevin.
Kevin's the youngin.
He's a baby. Ladies and gentlemen, another question about who was not in the CWC. It's women wrestlers. The CWC had female wrestlers. Which of these women were not in the CWC? Great names here, too. We have Moolah, Judy Grable, Rita Cortez, or Lily Bitter. These are names of the female wrestlers of the time, all actual wrestlers of the time. Who was not in the CWC?
Moolah,
Judy Grable, Rita Cortez, or Lily Bitter. So A is Moolah, B is Judy Grable, C is Rita Cortez, and D is Lily Bitter. All great wrestlers. It's tough.
By the way, Moolah was fabulous.
Always.
She was awesome.
Fabulous. Answers, please. Lily Bitter, Judy Grable. Kevin, your answer, please. Rita Cortez. The answer is Lily Bitter. Jimmy taking a huge lead, 3 points.
I was just.
Also, Lily Bitter, solid wrestling name.
Yeah.
Right up there with
That
like
is
Mike
pretty good,
Awesome, Lily Bitter. I think that's a great name. All right, our question 5. The CWC would become the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, be sold, and eventually become the WWF, World Wrestling Federation, in 1982. In 1982, that same year, its operations were acquired by a new company called Titan Sports, owned by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. In what state was Titan Sports originally founded? In what state? Here are your choices. A, Massachusetts, B, New York, C, Connecticut, or D, Delaware. What state was Titan Sports founded in? A,
That's a trick question.
the state that Titan Sports was founded in, was it A, Massachusetts, B, New York, C, Connecticut, or D, Delaware?
all right.
I want to say I think I know this, but then again,
Would it be trivia if it was a very known answer?
exactly.
It feels like it's a trick question.
It might be a trick question. Let's see your answers, please.
I'm going for it.
Delaware, New York, you're all wrong. It was Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Originally founded and incorporated and everything in Massachusetts. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner with 3 points is Jimmy Corderas. And as always, this week's winner has to do homework and come up with next week's questions. But for fun, we always have a tiebreaker just in case. And here's your tiebreaker, guys. This will be a number. I'm looking for a number answer. And of course, Price is Right rules. Highest answer, closest answer without going over. The longest single reign of any international heavyweight champion, WWF International Heavyweight Champion, belongs to Antonio Rocca. How long was his reign in years?
In years.
Years. He held it for a number of years for the longest single reign. How many years did he hold that title? Closest without going over will win.
Both, and if
Although
you're,
Jimmy did win.
but
Yeah.
if you're within 2, do you win both?
Yeah, you win both
showdowns?
showcases if you're within 2 points. If you get it right on the money, it's an extra 5 trivia questions for next week.
I love the whose line is it anyway rules.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one's worth 1,000,000 points.
Million points. All right, here we go. Answers, please.
And the points don't matter.
Pat, the points don't matter. 7. Anthony said 3. Kevin said 13 years. Kevin is the closest. He held it for 15 years.
What?
Holy
Yeah.
15 years straight. He was the WWF International Heavyweight Champion. Do you think they should have the International Heavyweight Championship again, or are there too many titles, guys?
No, bring them. More titles the better, man.
Yeah.
I
Have them drafted.
The only one I want is a television championship. I do love a television championship.
Yeah, they can keep out the hardcore though. That's.
No, yeah, that's past.
I don't like this one.
Yeah, I want to see people wrestle and not murder each other. But anyway, guys, congratulations, Jimmy Corderas. Jimmy, do you have anyone you want to thank at home?
Yes, I want to thank my wife because she keeps my brain working, and I want to thank the people who allow us to guess.
Thank you
Yes,
very much.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
if you've got some ideas for trivia, please send them to Jimmy Corderas on Twitter. Let him know what questions. Maybe you can help him with his questions for next week. For
I gotta come
Anthony Corelli, Kevin Mickey, and Jimmy Corderas, my name's Nug Nargang. Everybody blow everybody at home a kiss. Mwah! We'll see you next time on Trivia Time.